everyone, Daniel here, and thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. It's great to have you all here. First of all, let me just start by saying I'm really sorry for the lack of uploads as of late. It's not been a good time for me to make videos as of late, if I can be totally honest. For one reason, a lot of things in my personal life are moving along very fastly and swiftly that I had not expected to happen. A lot of stress and anxiety caused by that, so I'm just having to deal with that. We're hoping it'll be wrapped up soon, but we just gotta wait and see. Second reason, the season has been very slow. Since railway season is kind of on the slowdown right now, I haven't really been able to go out to railways to film footage, especially with the personal stuff too. So I'm hoping to circumvent that once railways slowly start opening up. There's a couple of events I'm looking to go to soon, and also I am considering playing some Train Sim World, especially when the Thomas the Tank Engine model comes out. But until then, I just appreciate everyone that stuck by me, and thank you all so much, especially for the support from last year. It's been incredible. Today, I wanted to talk about some issues I've had with a recent model train that I purchased, and I'm just wondering if anyone else had a similar experience. So let me get into it. In, I believe, July of last year, Accurascale had announced that they were going to be releasing a fleet of model locomotives based on the Andrew Barclay tank engines, the 040s, and I was really super excited for this because when I was at the Severn Valley Railway, I was looking for some, but then they announced it as we were coming home. I thought, yep, gonna order some, and I did, and yeah. It actually arrived pretty quickly, surprisingly, and there's a number of reasons I wanted to get this model train. First reason, I really wanted an extra, like, little shunter locomotive to go into my Frome Railway Centre that's going to exist on the Frome Parkway layout. And secondly, I wanted to model it after the Lady Nan, which is a blue Andrew Barclay tank that's currently in preservation at the East Somerset Railway. I just thought it'd be a nice little nod to that, you know? And I'll admit, this is where my lack of knowledge of effective model railwaying actually shows, because of course, I was really super excited to take it out of the box, and I must say, this thing was packaged very well. She was a beautiful little tanker. Super small and tiny. When I got to testing it, I realized, oh shit. Although it's DCC ready, it doesn't mean it's DCC fitted, and I was realizing, oh god, I gotta buy a special decoder. And then I discovered on the website that Accurascale were selling, like a few days after I received it, the special decoder that you actually plug into the locomotive to get it to run on a DCC layout. I don't know why they did like that, but it's whatever. But I was able to test it on the track. You could see in some of the footage it was kind of struggling to work. I think that might not necessarily be the model's fault. We were kind of just using some odd track we had lying around to basically test it at work, because that's what you do. You test it to make sure it works. Thankfully, it does. So when the decoder arrived, my dad was able to put it all together, install it, and test it out whilst I have not been at their house. So thanks, Dad. As far as testing it actually went, it actually ran quite smoothly and very quiet. I was very generally impressed. Then we got the decoder working. There was a sound. You can hear the starting whirling sound of the decoder, but I think that's just standard anyway. You're never going to have it totally silent, but at least it wasn't like rocketing loud, so that was better than not. So yeah, did a couple back and forwards. Again, I think the track was a bit dirty, though to be fair, I had just recently cleaned it as well, because my dad also reckoned that the wheels were quite greasy on it. I'm guessing that's because it's still new and needs to run properly. I don't know why that is, but yeah, a couple back and forwards. Was very happy with the smooth movement. I didn't realize that because it was a shunter tank, it was actually capped at a certain speed. Makes a lot of sense. You wouldn't expect a little saddle tank to go at the same speed as a A1 Pacific, would you? So there I was, having a good happy-dappy time. I was running it along the railway, doing some practice shunting with it, even did like a sort of special top and tail with the 57XX pannier, when disaster struck. The pistons and the side rods all came off. I was so devastated. I was like, no! Why? Was it not screwed on tight enough at the factory? What the hell? I don't know if it was. I don't know if it wasn't, but I was kind of downtrodden because it was quite upsetting to see this new train. Like, the thing is, the motor still worked. Without the side rods, it would work perfectly, but you need to run in perfect circulation anyway to make it, you know, be a proper train. It was just really hard for me to stomach, but thankfully my dad was really good at fixing stuff. He had a sort of a temporary fix whilst we emailed Accurascale. And I'll tell you, much credit to Accurascale. They were really good and kind about this. They have like a lifetime guarantee, and they were so confident in their products that they're happy to help you out if you have issues. So we just needed a new spacer, because I think whether the spacer got broke or something, but no, they sent us out a new one. And surprisingly enough, honestly, I couldn't be happier with the customer service. It was more than I could have expected. But no, they sent us a new spacer, Dad fitted it, and I'm happy to say that Barclay is now running on the layout. I wouldn't say without fault. Sometimes I have issues where it jolts and it won't run at all. You gotta like move it along to help it. I don't know if the wheels get stuck, if there's something wrong with the crank pins, I don't know. But when you get a bit of motion going, it does start to move, and it moves very smoothly and pleasantly, I have to say. I love it. I don't know if I'll get sound to this. I don't know if there's like a sound decoder, if you have to like buy certain ones. I'm not really familiar with that just yet. Only a few of my trains have sound, like the Class 66, the Class 40, the Mallard, and the Tornado. But those were already done. Whether or not they were done by Andy before I got them, or if he just bought them with DCC fitted, maybe I'll look out for DCC fitted from now on to not deal with this issue again. Again, it was quite easy. The whole experience was easy to put it back together and everything and get it all running and going. I just didn't realize how much of a ball ache it can be. But again, I guess that's the sacrifice we make for the hobby that we love. And that's really all I have to say. Again, I'm super happy with my purchase. I'm really glad I got it. Wish I could have dealt with none of the annoying nitty-gritty, but again, it is what it is. It comes with the hobby. But again, I think I'll do it all again if there's another model train I really want. I'm sort of looking to see if there's any Class 107s or 108s. I like them DMUs, actually. Really got into them big time ever since I went on the East Somerset Railway and the Somerset and Dorset Railway. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for 10,000 views on that video. That is incredible. I really appreciate that, so thank you so much. And also, thank you for the love that you showed me on my Through Model Railway exhibition video. I didn't think that would become so popular, but it's nice to know that the little town I grew up in and love is getting some recognition, you know. And I will be going to a few more model railway shows if I can find them, but as soon as February comes around, I'm going to start trailing railways again. My first stop will probably be Didcot Railway Centre to visit, and this is a little fun one for me, to visit the Wallace and Gromit special. Going to have Wallace and Gromit there. I love Wallace and Gromit, I love Aardman, I love all that silly stuff, so I'm going to be there and enjoy it. Until then, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for your support. If you want to see more, then please subscribe to my channel. I do heritage railway videos, train spotting, and model railway stuff. Click on the notification bell to stay updated. And until then, give me your thoughts on the Andrew Barclay if you have it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Any advice you could give for avoiding this stuff again, or maybe your experience with getting it, or maybe similar situations that I've had. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you down the line. Bye-bye.